Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the interruption.
You're now tuned into the Humbly Arrogant Podcast. I'm the antagonist himself, Rock B. Wallin.
And it's the Rebel RHOME. We around.
And we back episode 33?
I thought 32.
Yo, you always get it wrong. I'm going to assume this is 33.
Yeah, maybe.
My apologies if we didn't get it correct. Shooting live from the Cast Sound Lab, back with no Instagram tie. You know the vibes. And let's bring in our guest for today. We have rapper and overall content creator. You might see him on Instagram for his hilarious rants. We're going to tell you why. But I'd like everybody to welcome Riley Rittens.
Oh.
Shit.
You, what's good?
Now, Riley Rittens has been featured on a number of different podcasts. One of them is Tahoe Shit. What is it called again?
Hard to Soul Podcast.
Hard to Soul Podcast. Sorry for that.
Pause.
Pause. But that's literally the name of the podcast or whatever. But
that's not what he's famous for.
that's not what he's famous for. But we're gonna get into why he's famous.
Okay.
But before we get into why he's famous, how's everybody doing this week?
Good.
Y'all niggas don't sound enthusiastic at all.
It was a rough week.
Couldn't wait to pod because I had so
couldn't
much
wait
shit to
I
say.
couldn't wait to pod, but it was a rough week. So my oldest son's mother tested positive for COVID.
You said that last episode, bro.
No, I didn't.
It's been like 2 weeks, right?
Nah,
Oh,
I didn't
shit.
say that.
All right, cool.
It's been like half a week though, but yeah. So I've been
Oldest, my fault.
I've been on full daddy duty, and then I started working overnights. So it's just been kind of rough. Shout out to my moms for all the help. Like I don't know what the fuck I'd do without her.
Yo, moms are so great, bro. Moms
Like
are great.
for real.
Ms. Brown?
I had a good week until yesterday. I don't know how you people drink Casamigos. Casamigos is the devil. My insides feel terrible. I need to stick to Henny.
Castfax started that shit, man.
Listen, I'm still looking forward to doing this episode today, but my energy just might be a little bit lower than usual. But I'm gonna still bring good content.
You prefer Henny over Casamigos?
Any day.
That's basically going from bad to worse.
No.
Like, what the?
Listen.
Yo, when
the
did niggas
the
start
yak is smooth.
Thank you,
the
bro.
yak
Like,
is
yo,
so smooth.
I just want to know when niggas turn their back on fucking Henny.
That's what
Henny
I'm
was
saying.
never that poppin'. Only reason niggas go for Henny is because rappers said so.
Oh, you crazy.
All right, and now everybody drinking 1942 and
that shit is
tequila.
disgusting. 1942. Listen, y'all only drink that because it's a $200 bottle, so y'all want to post up for the
That's
gram.
not true.
That is the nastiest shit in the
Nah,
world.
it's not
true.
nasty. It's
That
not
shit
nasty.
is gross.
I hate, as a nigga that hates tequila, that shit's smooth as fuck.
1940.
That shit is smooth as fuck.
1928. No, that shit is nasty. That shit is fucking
Yo,
gross.
Casamigo, Casfax started that shit. So y'all only drinking
a
Casamigo
Brooklyn
because
thing.
Casfax started it.
It's a Brooklyn. It's not
It
my
is a
go-to.
Brooklyn.
It's not my go-to tequila. I've been drinking tequila way before people started making tequila popular in hip hop culture. Like I've been drinking tequila probably since like 2011.
2011?
Yeah.
Well, tequila. Yo, you think he started that shit?
It's on, bro.
All right, cool. Because I only saw 3 lines, and the top line is low.
Yeah.
All right, so yo, let's get into the show, man. So we're gonna start off with our first opening segment. This is actually my favorite segment of the podcast, and it goes by Beginner's Therapy. And Beginner's Therapy, we all go around and we share something that we would share in therapy. Who would like to go first?
I will go first.
Finally.
Shut up. So me and Ron was having this conversation in a car, and I was also having this conversation with my boy Mark about closure in relationships. And basically, like, it seems like men feel like closure is just like monotonous. Like, what do I like? Y'all don't really need closure, and that closure is more for women. But I feel like, what are you making faces for?
I was eating Tic Tacs.
But I don't know. I feel like every relationship should have some type of endpoint, like where you guys get out your feelings to, you know, why the relationship went wrong, what went bad, and then just move on from it. But I feel like men feel like once it's over, it's over. Y'all don't really care to have that conversation. And that bothers me. Like, why? Like, maybe I want to know where I took, you know, where I messed up at in your eyes so I can fix it.
Can I interject with that real quick?
Sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, To be honest, it's not just women that want closure. Men be wanting closure too. It's not just y'all. The only thing I feel like is closure would be a thing if both people were in the space for both of them to take accountability. Only then closure can happen.
Absolutely.
But because niggas want to be prideful and nothing was ever their fault, or you fucked up, closure is something you have to make peace with internally. Like, you know what? This person did me dirty, but I also got to take my account of my part and how the relationship fell off too. So if I can get if niggas can get closure with that person, I'm all for it. I want that. I wanted that for me. But until, like I said before, until two people are in the position or in the headspace to take accountability for their shit, then it's something you're going to have to settle internally and just move on. I'd rather you deal with it internally first than approach another person, because shit can always go left. So that's just me.
But see, I feel like it's hard to deal with it internally sometimes because you may not know why that person feels the way they feel. Like, I feel like you, in a sense, like, you kind of just have like this standoffish, like, stoic, like, way about you. So it's like, once you're done, you're done. I don't care. I don't want to, whatever. It is what it is.
That's his face, though.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
That's his face in general.
But now, being a female dealing with you, if I want to know, like, what went wrong, I feel like you're at the point now where it's like, it's over. I don't even care to discuss it no more. And I feel like sometimes that may not be fair.
Me personally, if I want out, it's because I've already been patient enough and kind of told you what was wrong. Like, I hate constantly repeating myself about something. Usually when I'm dating a woman and I'm serious with her, if she tells me that she wants something to change or she likes me in a certain look or whatever, I'll try to adapt to it quickly as possible. I feel like women are quick to defend themselves.
Boom.
Like, that's the issue. Like, with men is like, oh, all right, like, she right. Like, even you take like Insecure, for example, right?
Yep.
Like, Issa wanted Lawrence to do better, get a job or whatever. Like, all right, let me try to, you know what I mean, do something and do better. But as soon as he had a problem with shit she was doing, it was just like, well, I cheated because you wasn't doing what you were supposed to do.
Okay.
Like, be accountable for your shit.
For once, I have nothing to add. Yes.
And technically, for me, closure, I just wanted to fuck that last time. Like, oh,
See, and no, but that was
like, you gotta get that last one out. Like,
But I'm glad you said that, because that was Mark's point of view. He was like, closure. He was like, people only come back to closure because they want to have sex that last time, or they want to try to see if, you know, there's a piece of that relationship that you could still hold on to.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, I know with me and
In
my ex,
some instances,
I wanted the closure because I just wanted to know, like, what was it that I was lacking to where you constantly felt like you had to cheat and you had to just step out? Like, what was I messing up at on my part?
Have you done it before?
What do you mean? Have I asked him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried, but I never got an answer. So I got to the point where, like you said, I had to kind of just move on. Like, I had to deal with it internally and just move on. He never gave me an answer.
I think I know you somewhat, and I'm getting to know you more each episode, but I think you're very reactionary. So I think if any guy wasn't to say how he really felt, it's probably because you would say something OD disrespectful. You gotta know yourself now. Now you gotta honestly know yourself. Like, yo, if I tell this girl was really wrong, and actually, this is actually going into what I was gonna talk about later, because I'll just talk about it now. I had a skit that went viral on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And in the skit, I'm talking about what if men really told the truth. And then the guy who I was portraying, the girl asked, where are we going? And he gives her a list of shit or reasons why he would not cuff. Mm-hmm. And she got up and left and walked out the restaurant. And then if you read the comments, it's just a bunch of women in the comments just ODing like, wow.
Yeah, they were going
They
off on
was
you.
going
They was
ham.
going off
They was
on you.
going ham on me, bro. And I'm just like, they could not take accountability. And you know the number one thing I saw bitches write, women write, they was writing, why waste her time? Matter of fact, can I play this clip? Let me play this clip for y'all if y'all didn't listen to it.
Why waste her time? What about my time being wasted?
Exactly.
Nobody
bro.
takes none of that shit is being taken care of. I mean, being taken consideration of. It's always women with Oh, why you wasting my time? Chick, it's not just your space. I'm putting in space and energy too. What do you mean?
Hold on, but did you see the post that he did?
All right,
I
look,
want to
I'm
see it
about to
now,
play.
but I already know how
I'm
I'm
about
going
to
to
play.
react.
Actually told the truth.
That meal was amazing. You ready to go?
Sure, but can I ask you a question?
Sure. Go ahead.
We've been dating 6 months. Where's this going?
Wow.
And be honest.
Most likely nowhere. Let's be completely
What?
transparent. So you're 30 years old. You don't have a career. You have no clue as far as where your life is going. You live with your parents, which means your first living situation is probably going to be with me. And I actually can't see that happening because you're financially irresponsible. You never pay for dates. You're all over the place emotionally. Like, you're great at having sex. And you have an amazing body. But let's be honest, like, what man will actually sign up for dealing with you emotionally and financially with getting nothing in return? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not that much love in the world, that can make somebody, like, not resent you. Where you going?
Yeah. And then when women was actually just going ham, everybody, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, it was quite a bunch of people in there laughing
You know
their
what?
ass off.
I'm glad you showed me that because I tweeted something about that yesterday. Not your skin in particular, but
Yeah.
just basically saying like, men having standards. How dare they?
Yo,
And it's
pretty
because
much.
like what the fuck? Like men can have standards too. Like there was another clip about a man saying like, yo, if I'm dating you, I'm not gonna open the door for you. I'm just gonna text you and tell you to come outside. It's like those are his preferences. He's allowed to have them. Just like women scream out their preferences every day on how they want a 6-foot nigga with tats and a 6-figure nigga. That's their preferences. We're supposed to respect that, right? Men have preferences too. And just like when men have those preferences, whether you can agree with them or not, there's always going to be some chick that does not have a problem with his preference at all. So if a man's saying, yo, you're in your 30s, you live with your parents, you're financially irresponsible, you're emotionally all over the place, I don't want to take you seriously. This is just for a good time, not a long time. That's his preferences. Respect it or leave it.
And I thought everybody would get that. But you know what they were saying in the comments? 6 months. If you knew you didn't want to be with her 6 months, why waste her time? What the fuck she got to do? Did you not listen to the shit that I said?
Exactly.
She don't got shit else to do. What she gonna do? Find somebody that's gonna deal with that?
What you think, Tom?
But now, like,
But
okay.
that's what closure would look like, by the way. That's why I wanted to play that clip. That's what closure would look like. If a nigga was to, that's what closure would look like. If a nigga was to go off like that.
But that's not closure because no, I'm telling you why that's not closure because y'all wasn't you wasn't breaking the relationship off.
Yes, you're right. The exact. But I'm saying
yes,
what he would say.
Yes,
That's
would
closure.
be okay. Yes, it is closure.
And they would go off like the women did on the comments.
Okay, see, I'm at like a half and half. I understand where the women are coming from because it's like, yeah, you were with her for 6 months. You knew you had no intentions on actually taking her seriously. Were you honest with her about that in the beginning when you realized that this was not something that you wanted and you knew that this was not your personal preference? Because women let you know, like they start to do things a little different when they start to try to get into a relationship or they start leaning towards like wanting to become more than just a sex partner.
Now, that brings me into my vent, right? So I will answer that in the form of my vent. So women have this thing where they want guys to be upfront and honest with them in the beginning, right? But women are not upfront and honest either. We all send our representatives. Nobody want to fucking admit this, but we all send our representatives, right? So as a guy, I'm openly saying, and the women, they're going to bash me on this.
Of course we are.
A guy does not have to be honest with you. He does not have to be honest with you at all. I never went on a date where women were honest 100%. I learned everything from trial and error, right? Women told me shit like a woman never told me, hey, you know what? I'm only going out with you because my ex is acting up and I'm just waiting for him to stop being on his bullshit and then I'm probably gonna go back with him. Or I'm only going out with you because you have money and you're a good time. Or I'm only going out with you because you're a free meal. Or I like what you're giving me emotionally, but I like having sex with my ex because, he does it for me.
First of all, nobody's ever gonna say that.
Exactly. But women, especially the ones in the comments, they say shit like, yo, why I need a guy to be upfront and honest with me from the beginning when no woman ever told me any of those examples I gave you.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, we all gonna send our representatives, so get the fuck out of here with this preconceived notion that men have to be upfront, but you have to chill.
I mean,
that's my vent.
I mean, you could just go to the Cash Fast comments and then you'll see what they're about from there.
Yo, honestly, Justin LaBoy too. Justin LaBoy too.
Listen, first of all,
send your representative. Fuck what they say.
Leave them alone because I love both of them. But like, okay, as a female, honestly, like as a woman, when I go out, I'm not dating just to have a good time. I'm past that age. I've done that.
Okay.
Like, I'm actually dating to be in a relationship. So now it's like when we have that first initial date, I'm asking you, what are you looking for? What do you want? Do you want children? Do you want this? Because I know what I want and what I don't want. And a lot of times women and men are not upfront because they honestly don't know what they want.
You know what you want, my nigga.
I do know what I want.
Representative, though.
No, I don't.
You a fucking liar,
I don't.
bro.
I don't.
Do you not hear how we talk on this show? The shit that you ask for, niggas would not sign up for this, Ms. Brown.
What do I ask for? I don't ask for much. Must we go through the list again?
Yes, we have to go through the list again.
I really don't ask for much.
Miss Brown.
I don't ask for much.
Miss Brown.
Yes, babes.
You don't know what you want.
I do know what I want.
And let me tell you why you don't know what you want.
Go ahead.
Because you willing to deal with niggas that don't have what you claim you want.
Are we referring to old boy?
Anybody.
Listen.
I'm talking about anybody.
Okay, my last situation, the only reason
Okay, the situation before that. Let's not even talk about the last situation.
The situation before that, the guy that was with the gay guy, the one that was doing the trannies. That was my last relationship.
Yeah,
that was your last situationship. That was the last.
Yeah, I've legit.
So
been,
you wasn't talking to nobody. You wasn't talking.
I really have not been entertaining nobody. Like dead
no
serious.
exes, none of that.
No.
Okay.
You never went back.
No.
Okay.
Are you dating now?
I have options.
Do you have casual dick you're dealing with on?
No, I don't. I'm not. We were just having that conversation in the car.
Okay,
I'm not.
so
like I literally just got out of a toxic sexual situation, so I'm chilling
Toxic
right
sex
now.
is so good.
No, it wasn't.
So good.
It wasn't.
It's so good.
That's
the
not.
Toxic sex is not good.
That wasn't. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's my vent. Who's next?
I'll go next. I'll bring the room down.
I like it when the room goes down. I'm not gonna lie.
not in that way. Like my soul is just tired. Like we just watched 2 hip hop legends die.
Oh yeah.
We got police shooting us, killing us, while the trial of George Floyd is going on. You got some army sergeant nigga trying to beat up a little black kid in South Carolina. Like, to have 2 black male children, like, I feel bad for them because we didn't grow up with the internet.
Yeah.
So we didn't, like, you hear about the shit or, like, you'll see what TV wants you to see, like, you know, the FCC and all their regulations. Like, we didn't grow up with the internet, so I feel like I'm able to not watch these videos because I just don't want the trauma of it. But kids growing up with this shit, like,
well,
they see it every day. Do you guys watch Queen Sugar? Anybody?
Never heard of it.
Okay, so Queen Sugar is a show that Ava DuVernay did, and right now they're doing it based off of what, you know, COVID and everything that happened last year. Mm-hmm. And one of the episodes, if I'm not mistaken, they're on season 5, episode 6. They did it was about the George Floyd trial, mm-hmm. and the character Ralph Angel, he has a young son, Blue. Blue is like 10. And Ralph Angel and his wife had to explain to Blue, as a young black man, this is what you have to do when the police stop you. This is how you have to act. And it's like, you may not be doing anything wrong, but because you're a black man, they're going to stop you. They're going to harass you. And it was just like, I don't want to cry, but it was just so heartfelt because it's like to see this little boy and he's so innocent. And the look in his eyes as his father and his mother have to explain to him, like, there are some good police, but there are some bad ones. And in his mind, he's like, the cops are who you're supposed to go to. So it's like, if I can't go to them, where can I go? Who can I trust?
Right.
So it's like, I can't even imagine with you being a father of 2 boys, like how when they get of age, well, your oldest is of age.
Yeah, he's 8.
Like, how do you explain that? Like, and how do you make it to them to where they understand and they don't fear the police, but they fear the police, if that makes sense?
Yeah, it did. It was something where a dude and his wife was talking to some white guy, and he pulled the gun out like he was about to shoot them. And, the dude, he's holding him down, and the wife was scared to call the police because she felt like the police gonna get there, they probably gonna shoot my husband, thinking he's the one perpetrating because he black, he had dreads, like all the stereotypes. So it's just like, what do you do?
I just want to say, well, first off, to start off the beginning, shout out, well, rest in power, DMX, rest in power, Black Rob, 2 New York legends. It's crazy. I don't want to say who's next, but that shit they say like death comes in threes.
Yeah.
That shit is starting to look real. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause even with last shit like Kobe and Nip, and that shit was crazy. But rest in power to all those legends, by the way. And I also just wanted to say, as far as the little boy goes with the sergeant, as a father, fuck the protesting, fuck all that, right? If I was a father, I'm sorry, I'm not with all that peaceful shit, bro. Violence only ends with violence. You touch my son, there's nothing to talk about. I'm gonna tell the protesters, go away. There's no way I'm not gonna handle that. I don't give a fuck if he a Marine and he has all types of like military combat skills. You touch my kid, I'm fucking you up. Somebody getting touched in your family, bro. Don't touch especially, and it's racial too? Nah, I'm not with all that, man. So, I don't know what the little boy father is, where he at, or whatever the case may be, how he wants to handle it, or if they suing or whatever. But, nah, violence, I'm sorry, I stand on violence, bro. If we go in there, I stand on that. I'm sorry. What you got?
Yeah. All that what you said, that's going to be off topic because I don't want to turn into a militant podcast. Yeah. So we're going to bring it back to balance somewhat. My vent is actually technically a Raleigh Rander, so we might as well just start with that.
Cool.
Earlier, I was on Twitter and this dude posted about how he spent $150 on this date, and he's like, "Yo, I'm getting my dick sucked tonight."
I seen that. I was
wait. What happened? What happened?
He bought like a pound of crab legs. I'm sure he spent like $150 or whatever on like seafood. He like, oh yeah, she gonna suck my dick tonight.
And this is why I said sex workers are important. This is why I keep saying sex workers are important, whether niggas want to admit it or not. Sex workers are important in this world. Okay. Prostitution been around since the dawn of time. The sooner niggas accept it, the better it will be. All right. The problem, and this is why a couple weeks back even, when I brought up the long route, short route theory of it. Long route, short route. Long route is basically dating. You're dating somebody. God knows how many dates, and it's not even guaranteed whether or not you're gonna get pussy, let alone a full relationship out of it. So it's like a 50-50 chance. Short route, you know what you want, you know what you're here for, you pay up, hour, 2 hours, that's it. You go home happy. My problem with niggas is they go into the long route with short route expectations. Ooh. And it's stupid. If you know you want ass, just swallow your pride and just pay for an escort. And I need niggas to get rid of that nigga logic about how you're less of a man paying for pussy. So paying for pussy makes you less of a man, but sexual assault, sexual harassment, unsolicited dick pictures, that's perfectly natural to you. Okay. I see where you niggas is heading at. Swallow your pride.
He said some shit. He said some shit just now.
Just swallow your pride. That's what they're there for.
Ms. Brown.
In a
She trying to get in there.
No, because wait a minute, but then that goes back to being honest. Because let's just say
Unsolicited dick pics is not honest.
No, that's not what I mean. But when he was saying like, don't go into a long-term situation when you have when you really have short-term goals. If you tell a girl up front that this is what you want, she may or may not be with it. It's the may not that you niggas are scared about. That's the issue. If you go into a relationship, if you go into a situation and you tell a girl like, look, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, I don't mind us kicking it, but I really just want to, I want to, like, I want somebody that I could have casual sex with.
No.
But this is what I'm saying. But that's how you get caught up in the bullshit.
So what? I'm here for the bullshit. You not telling me, my nigga.
That's how you get caught up in the bullshit.
Let's be realistic. You not telling me you only fucking with me because I have money. You're not telling me that you're going out with me because you're waiting for your ex to get his shit together. No, I'm sending my representatives just like you sending your representative. You don't want to blow the action either. If a nigga Trey Songz come up, or whoever you find attractive, right? Come up to you. He can do that. Chris Brown could be like, yo, I'm going to Dubai. I want to have sex. You getting on this PJ or not?
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. The regular nigga can't do that, bro.
No, but
I'm sending my representative,
no,
bro.
But if a regular nigga hits me with the I'm going to Dubai, you try to have sex on this PJ, I might be like, fuck yeah too, nigga. Like, what you mean?
That's not a regular nigga.
Mile High Club.
That's not a regular nigga, first of all, if you get on the PJ.
That's a fact.
There's nothing regular about getting on a private jet.
That's a fact.
I want to play devil's advocate to some of the things you said, right?
He doesn't
You
believe in
can
sex
go.
workers, by the way.
You can go into. There's gray areas in that, and I say that because if I go to the club, right, and some chicks in there in the club or whatever, and their thing might not be, I want a nigga to pay me for sex. Their thing might be, oh, I want somebody that's gonna have a good time, gonna pop bottles or whatever. For instance, in the group chat that we in, Shorty was like, the dude was trying to invite her to the telly. Like, she was like, damn nigga, at least pop some bottles in the club and you just might get some pussy.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Take me to dinner. Like, there's ways, like, you don't have to just come out and just be like, I'm gonna give you money for sex. But I feel like y'all pay for sex in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Because women view sex as transactional.
Not
It's
necessarily.
a transaction.
I think a lot of it comes from
I'm getting
that.
tight. I'm getting tight.
What you get tight
Go ahead,
for?
go ahead.
Breathe.
It comes from that, and it comes from the fact that women are taught at such a very young age not even to think about sex. Like, we're taught to think about sex.
That's true.
A lot of women don't even know how to enjoy sex.
I've witnessed that with 30-year-old women. That's sad.
Like, they think they're supposed to do it just because that's how you keep a boyfriend.
You care to add?
No, I agree on that. But
and-
that kind of goes into my toxic tweet too, which is funny.
Oh, so wait. All right. So let's get into the toxic tweets. So you done with your rant?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna get into the toxic tweets, but before we get to that, this is not an interview podcast. I like bringing on guests who, because I want to hear what your thoughts on the world. You know what I'm saying, I feel like people waste a lot of time interviewing people. Like, no, what's your thoughts on the world, right? So Riley here. So like I was saying earlier, Riley here has gone viral plenty of times for his unique takes on OnlyFans pages. And first off, I always say, if you're good at something, you should get paid for it, right? So I hope these chicks are paying you to rate their pages. Yo, you want me to talk about your page? Throw me a little $20.
I think you said you don't take.
No, I actually do, but what I started charging them for was basically a placement fee, meaning, all right, you want me to review your page, you want to be on the reviews, you pay this much, and you're guaranteed to be on the reviews. Now, you're not paying me off to get a review in your favor.
Yes.
Right.
You're paying to be included on the next set of OnlyFans reviews. You're not paying me. You're not paying me off to taint my shit, because otherwise my word is no longer law to these. At least some, or if not most of these people.
Right.
And I can't betray myself like that.
So I got a question. So your very first one is the one that went viral, right? I think who do you talk about on that one?
The first two. Chella's Way, Blue Star Live, Capri Styles, Marie Love, Maya G, Black China, Tahiri.
Now I just want to take it now. I think was it Tahiri and Chella's Way. Now if you know Chella's Way from back in the day, she used to dance at Sue's Rendezvous. I don't know. Me and my trapper friends, we was there every Tuesday. So, but you have beef with a lot of these Instagram models off the critique of their OnlyFans pages, because I saw you going back and forth with them a couple. Well, mainly them going at you. You don't respond. You're very, very classy in regards to that, by the way. But how did this come about? Like they just caught wind and they just went on you? Because I thought that was free promotion. Like them even mentioning you, it's free promotion.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't have beef with any of them. If anything, they had beef with me.
Right.
A few of them I reviewed. One of the first ones that caught wind actually was Chella's Way. And my thing is, if the reviews didn't go any further, then I wouldn't have heard from her at all. But because it got to DJ Academics, because it got to Meek Mill, because it got to Tiger, because it got to all of you in this room, and then some, that's what bothered her. Because it's not just with her, it's with Tahiri, it's with any other girl that I reviewed that didn't have clout. For some of them, they OnlyFans is a business. When you're giving them a bad review, they see it as you hurting their bottom dollar.
Yes.
Nobody ain't gonna fuck with it. I'm like, yo, that's bad dope.
You the Yelp. You the Yelp for the OnlyFans.
I really say that. He's the OnlyFans Yelp.
But for some of them with the business mind, a bad review is hurting their bottom dollar. So they can either, and some of them just want to make money the lazy way. Like these niggas will take the bare minimum. Why not? So they don't see any effort in putting their content in up until the reviews came about. But for most of them, if not all of them, it's not even about business with all of them. It's just about ego. That's like telling them their pussy is trash or they're ugly. That's how most of all of them seeing it. By you telling them their OnlyFans review is trash, that's the same as telling them they're ugly or their pussy stink or shit like that. So they're really taking that personal. Chella's Way was one of those few that took that personal. So that's when she started coming out of nowhere talking about, get your fucking teeth fixed. That's my favorite. Get your fucking teeth fixed. I know where you stay at. I know where your moms live. I'm like, oh, my mom's? Wow. That's a first. Now you threatening my mom's now.
The internet is crazy, bro.
It is. And the funny thing is like, now, this other thing she had was like, I was stalking her. I'm like, sis, you work at a public establishment. How am I stalking you? You post flyers on your own page. How am I stalking you? You bartend and you pop pussy. How am I I mean, 50 niggas must be stalking you too. Like, I tell this story to anybody on a podcast that I do. Like, when I used to be subscribed to her, I'll never forget. She had this a minute and change anal clip, I think. And the charging for it was $299, $300.
Oh, what? For a minute?
To see her
clip?
ass?
Yes.
Her butthole?
Yes.
To see her butthole?
Yes.
But you know what's crazy? Niggas will pay this.
Yo, seriously.
Niggas will pay this. And
so let me ask you a question real quick. When you first started doing it, like you was just spending your own money?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's an investment.
Some of these pages,
it was an investment.
Some of these pages I was already subscribed to by the time I was doing it. So, like, somebody seeded the idea. Shout out Cope. He seeded the idea. I mean, and this was around the time when Tahiri just came out with an OnlyFans. And I just like, you know what?
Whew, that shit's terrible.
Maybe I should do it.
Is it?
Yeah, I've seen it on Reddit.
Yeah.
I've seen
Like,
it on Reddit.
at best, you know,
Ooh,
I mean.
What is she posting? I'm sorry.
Instagram pics, really.
Yeah, pretty much. But I didn't really, other than like dudes was like wanting something to this effect. Not me realizing there was already a few dudes out there that was already doing it. Shout out to them. But me thinking at the time, you know what? Let me just do it anyway. Like if it does something, it does something. If it doesn't, then so be it. And turns out I'm like, oh shit! Like I didn't know
you have a lane.
Yeah,
there's a lane. There is a lane for everything, bro. Like just when I do my little toxic comedy videos on TikTok, I get terrible responses, but I get thousands of clicks. There's a lane for everything. This young man has a lane, right? And you really do serve a great purpose because there's a bunch of people who don't want to spend their money in the wrong places. So I'm pretty sure they come to you in hopes that you would save them some money. So that being said, what do you view, like what's your views on the content that is out overall with all these women in the industry? Because you said sex workers are important, right? But at the same time, you criticize a lot of them.
Well, you criticize the ones that don't actually do the sex work, though, right? Like you were saying, Tahiri posts Instagram pics.
I mean, pretty much. I'm like, they're just there for the cash. They're just there for the cash grab, and they don't want somebody like me putting it out there that they're there for just that, the cash grab. Right. Which is why they either come at me like Chella's Way did, or they'll report my Instagram, they'll report my Twitter, they'll do copyright strikes on my YouTube, shit like that, and you know the occasional death threats, which never comes to pass. So. Those are always fun.
Oh, you enjoy the ride? You enjoy this ride that you're on? Like,
I'm not even gonna lie. In the beginning, all this shit was overwhelming. All this shit was overwhelming. Yeah. Like the attention, the retweets, and how like all these commentary comes from all sorts of sides. All this shit was overwhelming. But over time, now I'm just like, oh, okay. You need all that money you put on me, fans. You can get your teeth fixed. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just show my teeth more. When I do.
So do you think these women are putting out good content or bad content?
Like
overall.
I think the regular, obscure, unknown girls are putting out the better content.
Wow. Wow. That's
because they're not known. They want to be known. They want that platform.
And most of them are actually, you know, putting thought and consideration and creativity and quality into their contents. Whereas the Instagram, like, not all of the Instagram girls or the models or the bartenders and shit like that. Not all of them, but most of them, you know, they're used to getting by off the bare minimum, just off their fan base. Because, like I said before, those type of niggas, thirsty niggas, will take the bare minimum because that's all they're used to. So nobody's demanding much of them. When you come through and see the bullshit, and it's like, this is mid, this is mid, this is mid, you're mid, you don't do shit, then it's like, who are you to challenge me? How dare you challenge me? Like, you're fucking up my money. No, sis, you're fucking up your money with this mid-ass content, these high-ass prices, and these garbage-ass interactions. If you want to do better, you would do better. Otherwise, I'm not going to stop telling these niggas what you about and put them on to something better. At least these people are even fucking talking to you directly, and at least taking your requests and even giving you fair, if not moderate prices. I'm not about to spend no $150 to see you playing with yourself for 2 minutes. I can get the same type of action over at the fucking, masseuse parlor, back page somewhere.
Pornhub for free.
You are a martyr, my friend. You are a martyr. You are a martyr. It has to start somewhere. He was the first one. You are a martyr, my friend. Keep up the good work, and you saved me a lot of dollars. I actually subscribed to a couple OnlyFans pages. If you know me, you know I love
creep.
If you know me, everybody knows I love Keiki. Keiki, I just in love with Keiki, bro. Shut up. The Bronx own, by the way. But I love Keiki, and I ran to OnlyFans when I found that she had one. And I subscribed. And Keiki, if you ever see this clip, I love you.
Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the OnlyFans I've been wrong about, and which is why I do the updates. Some of them I gave the wrong reviews about, and I'll admit it by like doing updates and shit, or at least callbacks. Like I'm not ashamed of doing those. I've done a few callbacks.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's there too. So
I hate social media.
Well, that's the interview section.
Yeah.
So let's get into some toxics, which brings us into our toxic tweets of the week. Rome.
This one comes from.
Wait, introduction, nigga.
You just fucking introduced it already.
Yeah, you really just did.
All right, so we all go around the room and we display some toxic tweets,
Okay, yeah,
and
so
we
we
have
got-
a conversation
Right.
about it. Go ahead. So you so hyped to get into this shit. Toxic nigga.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Stop posting ones that's not that bad, then. Nigga.
I'll leave it up
This
to
is from you?
No, this is from at Faith the Gemini. He said, I know you said 3 heart eyes emojis on my story, but so did 20 other niggas. You got to stand out, baby.
We say that again. So I know you said, my story with 20 other niggas did.
Yeah.
Oh, you said 3. Nigga, like
That's
20.
an
3 hard
absolute
eyes.
fact.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
Why do women feel like they don't have to have like conversations with a nigga if a nigga's trying to talk to them? Like, it's the weirdest shit in the world, bro. Like, when you first try to talk to somebody, like whether it's whether you meet them in the street or through a dating app or through Instagram, it's like, love, if you think I'm interesting too, you could write something back, like say something back. Like, what the
Okay, first of all,
Sound like Hinge.
yeah, that
It's terrible.
anything though?
but
like,
no, but that's not what she was saying in that tweet. What she's saying is, as a guy, like for some reason, this is why I said I hate social media. People feel like if I put heart eyes under your picture or whatever, or I like your pictures, that's like me trying to shoot my shot. But it's like, bro, you're not the only person doing that. Right. It's 20 other niggas that's doing the same thing. You need to do something to make yourself stand out. You just putting heart eyes and liking 15 pictures is not showing me nothing.
so when a nigga put heart eyes on your Instagram, do you go check his page?
That's a great question.
You can't ask me that because remember my page is private, so I don't have like random people following me.
Yeah, she's
So
a
everybody
weirdo.
everybody is people I know.
Well, your friends, you got friends that you talk about stuff like this with? No?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if a guy, all right, if my page was private, and if my page was open and somebody likes my pictures, yes, I'm gonna check his page out. I'm gonna see what he looks like.
Even if, so with your page being private, do you get that? Do you get heart eyes under the pictures and all that?
Yeah, from my friends, from people that know me all the time. It's never like
She run her IG like a Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's cause, okay, because you two follow me, so you know my page is very personal.
Right,
I talk
right.
about work stuff, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's like I don't really want like random people in that personal into my life. Like I show my vacation pictures, I post pictures of my family, my godkids. So it's like if I don't know you personally, I really don't want that exposed because I've seen what people have taken people's pictures and started like Tinder pages. People have taken people's pictures and started their own page.
Yeah, that is a weird thing that I'm seeing
Like
a lot
people,
more
that's
often.
what I'm saying.
Like
People
fake
take other people,
pages
yeah, and it's like
with
I don't
other
want,
people's
like
pics.
I don't want to go somewhere and see like a picture of my godkids on somebody's random page, like, or
Weird.
or even a picture of me on somebody's random page.
yeah, people are weird.
Seriously, but this is why I said I hate social media. Like it's so weird to me now that people really sit behind a computer or a phone and this is what they do.
Shut up.
It's
You be
creepy.
under like mad shade room posts. I be always seeing
First of
you.
all-
Shut the fuck up. Yo, she loves social media. Yo, don't listen to her, bro. Yo, all this cap, bro. You be under every shade room post.
I don't be on
what neighborhood talk. What's the other one? That's the only ones I'll be. Spiritual world. Like, niggas
No, I do be
under-
on spiritual.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, bro.
Right, but to piggyback off what he said real quick, like how would you prefer somebody that's interested in you like to shoot their shot at you? Like how would that? That's
a good question.
If you're gonna do it on Instagram, DM me. It like this. I actually did that. So there was this guy that we went to therapy together, and I told our physical therapist, I was like, yo, give me his IG. So I went on his IG page And I liked a couple of pictures. He sent me a friend request, and then I DM'd him, and I was like,
But you liked a couple pictures to get his attention.
to get his attention. And then when he wait, to get his
Thousands
attention.
of bitches do that.
No,
I mean,
that was to get his
actually, they
attention.
don't.
When he came back and sent me a friend request on my IG, that's when I DM'd him. So it wasn't like I did it to get his attention,
anyway.
but then I shot my shot after that.
Okay.
Well, what did you say when you DM'd him?
What did I say?
Oh,
Because he took my room that I'm usually in when we was in therapy. I was like, oh, so how was my room today? Like, you enjoyed it? Don't get too comfortable. Like, something cute. Yeah, I was like, don't get too comfortable. You're not going to be there. Like, something cutesy like that.
I'm not gonna lie.
You a hater though.
Yo,
grown woman things.
we're all due respect.
Shut up.
We're all due respect. All due respect. If I saw your Instagram, I wouldn't holler at you based off your Instagram. You very pretty in person. Very pretty.
Oh,
but
thank you.
maybe it's because the Android pics. I don't know. But
First of all,
if you upgrade to the iPhone, you take iPhone pics.
Which
I'll be
y'all
like,
not gonna do.
But Miss Brown is very pretty in person.
What you not going to do? I'm going to show him because you don't follow me. I take cute pictures on IG. My pictures is cute. You a hater. Wait a minute.
You know Riley going to tell the truth.
I take cute pictures.
There's a basic general
This
Facebook
was-
pics.
This was like...
You take
I said, I
general
take cute-
Facebook pics.
But my thing is, I'm like I'm not from the era of social media.
How
This
old
is
are you?
not my era.
How old are you?
I'll be 35 this year.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
All
That's what I'm
right.
saying. This
All
is
right.
not my era. So it's like I'm not into all of the face tunes and fixing your pictures up and all of the angle. I'm no.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I didn't even know you were associated with them. But when I stepped out the store, saw you. I'm not. When I stepped out the store, saw you. Like I took a look. I was looking as I was going away, and I was like, oh, yo, she has ass. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Can we not look at it? Lord have
All
mercy.
right.
But because I assumed one of the dudes in the store was your boyfriend, I just like kept it pushing. Like I'm not.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right. Can I get into my toxic tweet?
Please.
I love this tweet. First off, you know me. Rock is gonna find the most toxic shit
course.
on the internet, right? So this comes from Soulful Baddie, right? She says, I cried to my boyfriend over how much I miss being friends with my ex. And rather than get mad, he held me and assured he'll be a better lover and a better friend to me. Then went further to take the day off to be with me because he wanted to make sure I was no longer sad. God, I see your hands. So the woman wrote under it, she was like, your boyfriend definitely married with 3 lovely kids. First off,
That nigga's a sip.
exactly!
That nigga's a
Exactly! Bro!
Like what?
If you know Rock, and I've been preaching it the last 4 episodes, I hate beta simp males. This nigga is a beta simp. If you cry to me over your ex,
Bitch, go.
my
Bye.
ex dick.
Bye. Bitch, bye.
Right, yo,
Bye.
like, I would be putting my dick in my ex mouth. Pause. I said that the wrong way the first time. But yo, if you cry to me over my ex, I'm fucking other bitches. Like that's just you cry to me over your ex, I'm fucking other bitches. I'm fucking other bitches. Like, come on.
Honestly,
She said she missed being friends with her. Nah. She cried to her
No.
boyfriend over the
wild.
fact she missed being friends with her ex-boyfriend. Bro.
bye. And you know I'm always gonna be against you, but I can't
son.
I can't even be against you on that one.
You
like,
know,
go
I
ahead.
mean, even though like the conversation we was having in the car, like I was saying, like any woman that I love, I still love them because
Oh, this toxic.
No,
nigga.
no,
who they
go ahead,
are
let him
as
go.
a person. But that shit is wild, though. I wouldn't cry to my
to my
current,
man, thank you about my ex. That's
my
some shit you do to
current-
your friends. Like
unless they died or
you
something.
keep that in
like,
a group chat, like, yo, sis, I miss Rashad, like friendship. Like, you don't talk to your current boyfriend about that. Like, he's a wholesome.
My nigga, how could you hold her in real? Yo,
Nigga took the day off.
the day off.
That fucked me up. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, I don't get it. Can I ask, you the only woman in the room, right? Do you prefer, because technically, I'm not gonna lie, That is a good man.
No, that's no.
No. Unfortunately, the kind of niggas that y'all want is simps, but y'all want them to just be that way for you.
No.
You want assholes to be simps for you.
He's an
But
egoless.
assholes-
He's an
True.
egoless man.
Yes. That's
No
what
ego.
y'all really want.
True.
He is a good man for doing what he did. But to me, he's a simp. And that might be an ego thing within myself. I must not lie. Like, I'm looking at him as a beta male.
I don't
Because
look at
my
him.
personal
I
experience.
don't look at him being a good man. I look at him as being a doormat. Like, I feel like he's weak in that aspect.
But is this
interesting.
something within ourselves that make us say that? I'm really asking it. I'm asking the class. Because he's not doing the wrong thing, but he's doing the wrong thing to us.
No,
because we
I see
are,
what you're saying. Okay.
We are like jaded. Is it that?
Yeah, because
No.
she feel like God sent her the perfect
No.
man. Like,
I'm not jaded, but I feel like, first of all, there are boundaries in a relationship. You should never feel comfortable to tell your current spouse that you missed something from your ex. That's a line you don't cross, because how would you feel if he did that to you? How would she feel? Is she going to reciprocate that action? If he was like, yo, I missed the relationship and the friendship me and my ex had. Are you going to give him that same type of energy and take off for work and hold him and console him? No, you not.
Because in that case, I'm gonna be like, the fuck you here? What are you doing here
Here
with
with me, exactly.
Like, I'm a space holder.
This is
That's
what I'm
you
saying. So that's not a good man. That's a doormat. Like, you have to put boundaries in your relationship. And there's certain things that you should never accept. And that's one of them.
no,
Okay.
you know what? Hold on.
Now I see what you're saying.
You see
I
now?
agree.
You see what I'm saying? Based on what she
agree.
said? All right.
I agree.
Technically, he's
Okay,
doing the right
check
thing.
this out. Check this scenario out, right?
How?
All right, well,
No,
Check
go
this
ahead.
scenario out,
go
right?
ahead.
Let's say the dude she with now, middle income or whatever, pretty comfortable life together. Let's say her ex was an athlete, and their friendship probably revolved around doing things that they don't have the funds to do. So she could miss that part of the friendship.
That's not okay. I'm not saying you're wrong for missing it. What I'm saying is you're wrong for telling your man that you miss it. That's not a conversation you have in your relationship. That's something you tell your friends. You put that in a group chat.
Her crying about it, maybe, but her saying that she missed going on the PJ to Dubai, I wouldn't even be mad at her. I gotta respect it.
No.
I gotta respect
All right,
it.
Riley wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Nah, other than like once she said what she said, that's when I totally agreed with you on that. No, on basically as far as homie being a beta male simp, because
Right.
why would you tolerate your girl telling you, yo, I miss my old work. I miss what we used to do specific things together.
That's what I'm saying.
You might as well tell. Why stop there? You might as well tell homie, yo, I miss the way my ex used to fuck me. Yo, like his dick.
But that's
was-
not what she's saying.
No, but that's basically no. But that's basically what she's saying. If you're missing your friendship that you had with your ex, then that means that your man is not giving you that type of friendship. Because there's no reason why you should be
But
telling
if you
your
don't
man
have
that.
the funds or the money or the
But
width or the length
it has nothing
or the
to do with
girth,
funds. She said friendship. Friendship has nothing to do with money.
that's not true.
Bitch, fuck your ex. I'm your
not
new
true.
friend.
Do we
Fuck you
not?
talking
We have
about?
a friendship. What part of our
Yeah,
friendship
but-
has?
I agree with Riley.
Yeah,
I agree.
but there's different friendships. That's what I'm saying. Like their friendship could have been like we go exotic places and have fun and do friendship things.
Okay,
Like,
but even still, and now your current man is not giving you that. Why would you tell him that to just make him like you're basically belittling your man?
I agree. You know what?
That's basically what she
Two
did.
things can be true.
I think he's an egoless man. Like he's accepting of where he's at. Like
So-
That is Russell Wilson.
So if
but
you're-
we bash Russell
That's
Wilson.
not Russell Wilson. But if
That is a
so
Russell
So
Wilson.
if your baby mother told you she misses something from, well, you don't care, so
Yeah,
I can't
you
even
can't
ask you
ask this
that.
nigga that. You really
I can't even
can't.
ask you that.
You
because
cannot ask this nigga that.
You would.
You can't ask it. And I want to point out, like I have the last 3 episodes. Now y'all starting to see Rome is the more toxic of the two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was
I'm
trying
not-
to tell people this for years,
I'm not
but nobody
toxic.
believed me.
I'm not toxic. My ego is just in a different space. Like I don't.
This nigga still won't own it.
Listen,
and he treats his accountability
I
more than
wish
everybody
some
else.
man would tell me he missed something from his ex. What?
Shout out to JB in the back row, man. But who's next with the toxic tweet, yo?
I'll go next. So this was kind of piggybacking off of the conversation we was having earlier. So it comes from it's a repost from @PrissyChrissy. I don't know where she got it from though, but it says, "I'm too grown to be telling niggas the basic necessities to keep me." Next motherfucking caller.
Okay.
It's toxic.
I'm gonna tell you why
It's
I feel
toxic.
like it's toxic
because go ahead. It's your tweet.
So I've had this argument because I feel like with me approaching 35, like I'm at an age where I feel like I'm too old to be telling some man what to do in a relationship. Like I'm too old to be telling you how to, like, basic necessities in a relationship, basic things. Like planning dates. If I like flowers. See, but this is why I said it can be toxic. Because people feel like you need to tell people what you want, because how is somebody supposed to know what you want? but there is a difference between
Yes, JB. No.
Shut up. But there's a difference between just what I want personally and what's just the basic things. Like planning dates are basic. I shouldn't have to tell you as a grown man to plan a date. Like, make a decision. I shouldn't have to do those type of things. We're grown.
What if, okay, not somebody new, but let's say you've been dealing with somebody for a while and you find out y'all don't like to do the things, you don't like to do the things he likes to do, right? Like maybe he likes going out to the club or whatever. You prefer museum art dates and shit like that. Would you still expect for him to plan the dates?
We have to find a happy medium. Like, what you like is this and what I like is that. So what is something that we can do together that kind of brings both of us together?
But would you rely on him to plan the dates?
No, after knowing that, no. But
you would plan the dates, right?
I wouldn't plan the dates. It's something that we both have to agree on. Because if you like going to the club and I like museums, I'm not going to plan a museum date because you're not going to like it. And you're not going to plan a club date because I'm not going to like it.
Well, what if he just not knowledgeable to those things? Like you should want to do.
But that's the problem. At 35, how are you not knowledgeable on how to date? Basic stuff. Dinner. Like something as basic as picking a restaurant for dinner. How are you as a grown man?
Women never know what they want to eat. Like I don't know what you talk about.
That's a fact.
Like it's basic.
First,
You want us
shit
to
is
pick
a
the
fucking.
restaurant.
Hold on.
Then
I'm
you'll
gonna need
find-
you not to huff it up. Okay?
That shit
it was
is
a little too much basic.
That shit is not
huff.
basic. That's
Y'all
not a
never-
basic
Why is
thing.
that? Why they don't know what to eat, bro? Why?
And then you be like, oh, I want this, or I want that. All right, so what the fuck you want?
I'm a foodie. I eat everything, so I can't.
You just gotta plan a restaurant and they gotta find what they like on the
But
menu.
that's what
bro.
I'm saying. Like,
That's it.
don't give me options. Like, don't give me options. Because if you give me too many options, we're indecisive. Women are very indecisive. I will say that. But if you give me too many options, it's like, but that's what we want you to do. Step up. Okay, look, this is what we're going to do. This is what it is. Get dressed. I'm going to be here at 7. Like, take control. Be a goddamn alpha. Stop being a beta and letting me walk all over you.
I am with that. Fuck that beta shit. I am with that.
Like, be an alpha. Like,
I don't think
babe,
that
like,
has
babe.
anything to do with being an alpha. I don't think that has anything to do with being an alpha. Like, you should know what you want to do. Like how fucking hard is it to not know what you want to do?
Saying. What I'm saying is be a man and take control sometimes.
That's not true. That's not true. Because in every woman clique, there's the alpha woman in a crew. And she'll be like, all right, we're going to brunch here, everybody be ready.
Same way she's saying you 34, you 35, you need to know certain shit. You 34, you 35,
You need to know.
You need to know what the fuck you want. Like, what you want to do.
But I said I know what I want.
All you gotta say is I want seafood. Boom. Nigga will find a seafood spot. It's really that. It's really that. I want Thai food.
Like you can do that. Like as a woman, you could be like, oh, I want to go to this museum this weekend. They having whatever kind of exhibit. All right, I'm off this day. We could go at this time. Like, how hard is that for women, bro? Like, you really have to hold a woman's hand through everything, bro. Like,
And this is why
niggas don't want to do
sex
that.
workers. Because they don't they don't care what they want to eat, bro. You don't gotta feed them. You don't gotta feed them, bro. He's right. Go to a sex worker.
All right. So I had the perfect date one day. Way back when. So
And the nigga didn't last. That's crazy.
what makes you think he's still not around? See, mind your mouth. You don't
You
know.
said way back when, and y'all not in a relationship.
Well,
Boom.
this was our
Boom.
this was the first
Continue.
this was our first date. Like, but I'm saying this was our first date, and it was amazing. So he basically was just like, "Do you like the circus?" And I was like, "What do you mean a circus?" Because I'm what the fuck is that? He was like, "Matter of fact, don't even worry about it." This nigga got us front row tickets to see Cirque du Soleil. Like, I'm talking about, we was dead front and center. Took me to this bomb ass steak and seafood restaurant out in Long Island. But it was like, he took control of everything. It was like, he set up the entire date, and it was just like super dope. And it was something that I would have never expected to do. Like, why would I want to go to Cirque du Soleil for a first date? But it was amazing. Like, the show was fantastic.
You gave him some pussy that night?
No.
That's crazy. I'm not buying no
It
front row
was the
tickets
first
to no
date.
circus.
It was the first date. I'm supposed to bust it open on a first date?
If the
that
vibe
mean?
was
What does that
amazing,
mean?
you said
What
that's
does
the
that
best
mean?
date you ever
Perfect
been on.
Yeah, no, it
mean?
was.
What does
But
that
you know what?
You
but-
ain't giving no
but no,
pussy?
It was,
Yo,
it was,
bro,
I'ma tell
we
you,
going
it
to
was,
Coney Island,
it was
bro.
the
You
best.
know,
It was, but see,
I got pussy off less.
but it was the best thing
Damn.
because it was like he actually took the time and put thought into it, and it wasn't like, oh, well, do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? It was like him taking control. He made the decision, and I was like, that's grown man shit. Like, I didn't have to tell you anything. Like, you did it all on your own, and you did something that I never did that was amazing. But even if it was a Coney Island date, I've done Coney Island dates, and they're fun. But it's something that, if you're gonna do it, like, take control and be a man about it.
Can I share something with the class? I got pussy doing way less, right?
We all have, though.
Yo, I went to a girl job. I said, yo, what time you go to lunch or whatever, right? I showed up at her. I was off that day. I showed up at her job on her lunch break. So I was like, yo, what time you go to lunch? She told me, right? So I picked a random day. I met her at her job. I'm like, yo, I'm outside. I was in the area, da-da-da. I said, oh my God. Boom, she comes outside. I took her to the little man on the corner with the ices. Got $1.75 icy. I fucked her that night when she got off work. Wow. Yo.
But this
vibe. Who does that? Who pops up at the job, no makeup, no nothing,
But this
and creates
is
the
what.
fucking
But
vibe?
this is what I'm saying. That goes back to my thing. Thank you. It's the bare necessity. Something like that. A female is gonna go back to work and be like, "Oh my God, girl, let me tell you about this new nigga." Hit you. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying.
I spent $175, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. Like,
Riley.
Coco Mingle, bro.
But technically, but technically, it plays what he said just plays into kind of what you said in a way. The point is, he took initiative and put thought into it.
thank you. But
So-
that's my tweet. Like, men are not doing, like, I'm not gonna tell no
Miss
grown
Brown.
ass men to
Miss
do
Brown.
the basic
We talking about-
I ain't
necessities.
got the
Y'all
pussy,
talking about
though.
first
That's what I'm
dates.
saying. I got the pussy.
But
He
you-
did all that and got no pussy. He spent over
But-
300 on you.
Damn sure did. 'Cause them tickets was like amazing.
I spent $1.75.
Like, one of the
Beta,
ladies-
Alpha.
like, one of the
He's
ladies
alpha.
was performing.
That doesn't mean that, bro. I've done both. I've done both. Like, it all depends on the situation.
That's when the nigga
You
pulled
talking
out
about
the drill,
first
though?
dates?
No, I'm not
Pull
talking
out
about
the
first
drill.
dates. I'm just saying in general, just like, I should not have to explain to a guy how to function in a relationship. Like,
But you do. Your love language is totally different, though.
Yeah,
Like, you
it's
just
control.
said you don't like.
Her
You
love
don't even.
language control,
You don't even
bro.
like.
not control.
You don't
Shut
even
up.
like people telling you how they feel. Like, what you talking about?
Should we go down the list? We go down the list.
No, we don't go down the list.
We're not going down the list. Then.
No, because you weren't here for the last episode. It has nothing to do with somebody telling me how they feel. I told you, my situation with old boy
You don't
was.
tell how you feel.
My situation with old boy was he was telling me something that he was telling to 5 other women. So
Oh
my thing was.
Let's not go back.
No, we're not. I'm giving you a brief synopsis. So my thing is, how can I trust what you're saying when you're saying the same thing to other women, but you want me to take you serious? No, I'm not.
Regardless of that, you said you don't like expressing how you feel. A man can feel like
Because
that's
I'm
the
going to
basic.
show you how I'm going to show you better than telling you. Because for that reason, I
Well-
can tell you anything.
Well,
but
if
me
you
not
know,
showing it to
if you know the 5 love languages, one of them is words of affirmation.
Boom.
So if you not,
Which he was. He wanted. He wanted to hear it all day. Like,
if you not
hated
giving
that shit.
someone the basic necessity of words of affirmation, then they can say the same thing about you.
no.
That being said, that wraps up the toxic tweets of the fucking week. And shit, man. I don't fucking know. I have fun on this shit. I like the first two segments. Topic. I don't know. I
I don't
the
really
name.
got a main topic.
We don't got a main topic. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have a pole position this week. You usually ended it with the pole position, but yeah, this is gonna be a quick episode. That's cool.
I mean, we could still make something out of nothing. I mean, for the most part, I have a not more so quick tangent, but an observation that I made a couple days ago. One of my followers, it was like basically one of those post and delete joints. She basically said something about, and I'm about to give my assessment from there. Basically, she said something about how men can't have, you can't trust a man that has too many female friends because odds are they're fucking one of them or something to that effect. So my response to that was to post something I ripped off TikTok, which is basically saying like men and women, believe it or not, men and women can have platonic friendships. Like it is possible. If you're thinking differently, then that's on you, because what you're saying is you don't trust yourself enough to be in the room full of whether men or women. So what you're really saying is you see either men or women as mainly sexual objects, basically. And I think what I can assess with old girl from that post delete is she probably took a goofy nigga seriously. He probably introduced her to his female friend at the time, which he was probably low key fucking. She found that out, felt stupid, and so hence the
Ego.
Yeah, hence the post. And I really feel for her. So she's currently going through what everybody wants to avoid feeling. It's the two things nobody wants to feel. They don't want to look stupid and they don't want to feel stupid. She feels stupid. I feel stupid for taking this nigga seriously in the first place. I ignored all the red flags. Why didn't I pay attention to this sooner? Damn, I feel stupid. I look stupid. And I feel for her. I really feel for her. That sucks. So, but at the same time, that's not a reflection on me. That's not an indictment on you. That's not an indictment on you. That's not an indictment on you or him too. Like, everybody has platonic friends that we're not fucking. It just so happens you took the wrong nigga seriously. But that's the risk that comes with it. You saw all the red flags and you ignored it for the sake of what? You loved them? Potential? That word fucks you up. Potential. You saw potential in something that knowing that was going to fucking fail eventually.
I hate that fucking word.
Yes.
I fucking hate that word.
I agree with you to an extent. I feel like it's only male and females in this world. So you're going to as a male, you're going to have female friends. As a female, you're going to have male friends. Where the threat kind of comes in from, and this is from seeing as a personal experience, a lot of female friends, they feel like they male friends is like theirs. So they kind of feel like that's my big bro or this is my sis. So it's like when you now have a new female coming in, they kind of I've seen like females get territorial. We have a platonic relationship, yes, but now you got this girlfriend coming in, but I've always been cis. So our relationship is not going to change. But it's like, no, it has to change. Like, and this is an example where I've seen it. This girl was friends with this guy, and the girlfriend came over or whatever, and she was getting in the car, and instead of the friend getting out the front seat, she sat in the front seat and she wouldn't move. So the girl was like,
oh no.
Like, yeah, like, bitch, get the fuck up. Like, first of all, it's my nigga car, get up. And then there was another situation to where, these are people that I know, to where they were all hanging out or whatever the case may be. So now it's late and the girl is like, all right, me and my man want to go to bed. Why are you still here? Like, go home. And Shorty's like, getting comfortable, kicking her shoes off, and it's like, no, like, go home. Like, but she didn't know her boundaries. And him and the friend never had sex. But it was just like, she just felt because I've been around so long, she was so comfortable. And that's where I feel like with that friendship thing with females, it's kind of like a gray area. Because as a guy, you should be able to tell your friends, like, yeah, like you sis, but this is my lady. Like, it has to be some type of.
Can I say something? I want to say something, not in reply to that, but just how I feel on that. I might have the unpopular opinion in the room. As a male, I got 2 platonic homegirls. Like, I'm not into that friend zone shit. Don't call me bro. Don't call me. If we cool, we cool. But like a lot of times, I'm attracted to a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? So I have 2 platonic friends. One is married, and then the other one just been my friend forever. I think I spoke about her last episode, like how we got cool and shit. So I'm not with that. So I kind of like distance myself away from that. Like I got the bros, and then everybody else is just like women I know or shit like that. So that's just a matter of the word friend. Like, yo, can I call you and ask you for money? If I'm in a jam, can I call you? If I need you to fuck somebody up, would you do it? Would you help me get a job if I was down? Would you let me crash on your couch if I'm going through a tough time? That word friend, man, you just got to be careful with it, bro. Yes. So I'm not running around calling every woman friends because a lot of them wouldn't help me.
Yeah.
So not only am I attracted to you, but you wouldn't even fucking help me if I needed help. So that's my take on it. I stay away from that.
My question is just like, how many women friends is too many friends? Like,
do you have a lot of women friends?
I feel like
friends.
Yeah, like I said, like he said,
like Sue is your friend,
like
bro.
Friends in the terms of how he put it, like the same way how like you can go to your bro and ask your bro for if like to borrow money. Like how many women do you have in your life that you feel like in that aspect who you don't look at sexually at all?
And I know you, Rome. Sue is your nigga.
Maybe 3 or 4. Maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, like,
and that's fine.
I have had relations with some of them. But like years ago,
that's a tricky area.
I'm talking about straight platonic.
Like, like straight platonic.
You toting the line.
Straight platonic 2. Straight platonic, I say 2. But like my best friend, we was together. We was 14. Like
doesn't matter.
20 years ago. I had like we not even the same people.
But this is my thing though. Now. If I'm your girl and you and her have a friendship and y'all are cool and you are honest with me and tell me that y'all have had relations, I'm definitely gonna feel a way about y'all friendship. Definitely, and I have a right to. I have a right to.
No, you don't. I knew this person for 20 years.
I understand that, but you've also seen her naked. She's also experienced you. Like, I'm gonna feel a way. I'm telling you, as a female, I'm going to feel a way.
That's ego.
That's not ego. That's a natural reaction. Ego.
I mean,
that's a natural reaction.
That is not natural.
I mean, but this is why these are one of the multiple reasons why my ex is my ex, and for a while I couldn't trust male or female friendships because she was the type to fuck niggas and then introduce me to them as friends. And then I would have to find out on my own, looking stupid. Like, yo, like, don't do that. Like, that's the, like, and this is the shit I hate because every other nigga, if you'd have done this to every other nigga, now he would have popped on her first and foremost. But you're doing it to me, so I'm feeling like you calling me pussy in some way.
So what, it was niggas that she was actively fucking while y'all was together, or niggas they fucked before?
Either niggas she was actively fucking or fucked in the past. This is like we was on our on and off.
Yo, the game is the game, bro.
But he feels the same way. If you don't introduce me to somebody that you used to have a relationship with, I'm gonna feel away.
Yeah, but if you out with your significant other and they see somebody that they cool with, they used to fuck, like,
nah,
my ego ain't that. My ego ain't that. Like, alright, like.
Cause you just don't care.
The game is the fucking game.
You a toxic nigga, so it's different.
Everybody act like they not playing the game. We all playing the game.
That's what I be saying.
We all playing the same game, bro. Like, the game is the game. We live in New York City. social media made it that much smaller. You gon' run into somebody if you outside with your significant other enough. You gonna run into somebody that either you or he used to fuck.
Like you like lit niggas.
But
lit niggas fuck bitches.
But
Yo, like it's what we.
yes, but there's a difference between running into somebody who I used to fuck and introducing them as my best friend. I used to fuck her,
No, not
and now
best
me and
friend.
her BFF. You just said your friend that you fucked when y'all was 14, y'all have been friends for over 20 years.
Yeah, that's
but now
my best
me as
friend.
your girl, exactly, that's your best friend. But you gonna introduce me to the bitch that you fucked, and now that's your best friend. I'm supposed to be okay with that? No.
Can you keep the relationship going knowing that? Can you?
No, I'm definitely.
Doesn't matter how he treats you.
I'm gonna express to you how I feel about the relationship
What you
and
gonna
how
say?
uncomfortable I am about it. And I don't like the fact that you and her are so close. I'm definitely gonna tell you that. I'm definitely voicing that.
But you stand.
If you don't change, no, I'm out.
That's crazy.
Can we run down a list? Because I want to run down a list.
No, because
Could we run down a list that you shit that you want in a man?
because I feel like that's crazy. Like,
Because you really don't
how am I
hear
supposed
yourself.
to hang out? How are we all supposed to hang out in a group setting? And I know that you seen my man's dick, and I know that you was sucking and fucking my man. Like, that's mad uncomfortable. But we supposed to all hang out and go.
As a teenager, my nigga.
It don't matter.
Yo, you gotta let some shit go, bro.
All right,
Like,
That's just an uncomfortable situation.
I was in a relationship with. Well, go ahead.
All right, like it would be different. Like it would be different. Like say we go as far back as scenes, and we only fucked that one time. We're adults now. All right, that's no big deal because we haven't done anything other than that one time. But if they're dipping and diving every so often, even to when now, then I would have a problem with it because you're fucking them on and off. But if it was that one time,
But you
then
had
I
a whole
wouldn't care.
relationship with this girl.
I had a relationship.
This is what I'm saying. It wasn't just like y'all
When we
got
was
caught up in the moment.
teenagers.
You had a whole, but this is the thing. You had a whole relationship with her, and now you're her. Like y'all are friends. So that means that when me
So
and
what
you
about-
go through our
so
shit,
what about
you're
if
gonna
it
be
was-
talking to her.
So what about if
it?
it was somebody that he wanted to fuck, but they never did, and then the friendship just became cool?
Do you still want to fuck her now?
No.
All right, so then I'm okay with that. We're good.
Long as I don't know about it.
Yeah.
Bro.
But y'all like that sleeping together, that's awkward because now it's like, all right, because I know as your female best friend, when me and you go through our shit, that's the person you calling to get advice on the females. And it's like, but y'all slept together and y'all had a whole relationship. That's very uncomfortable.
So what if they just slept together and it wasn't no relationship? Does it matter?
If they slept together that one time and it was just something that just happened?
They was fucking like, yo,
No,
I'm bored,
that's
you
still
bored.
uncomfortable.
So more than one time is off limits?
Yeah, I didn't say it was off limits, but I'm gonna express to you how I feel about the situation. And if you want to continue to have
So
this,
he can't be friends with her no more.
you
he can't be friends with her and keep you.
Boundaries. There has to be boundaries with
They
y'all
can-
friendship.
Can they go on friend dates?
No,
That's crazy.
no.
Friend
My
dance is
homegirl-
really a thing.
My homegirl, you don't gotta dress up and put on gowns and suits and shit. But like, yo, we going to
We gonna
let's
get
go to
something
the
to eat real
movies.
quick.
Yeah,
Let's go get something to eat
I
real
want to go
quick.
see Batman, Superman. Or let's go
Let's
see.
go have lunch.
I have,
go
I
have
have two
lunch.
friends that are like that. Thomas, shout out to Thomas and my nigga Jamie. I love Jamie to death. Like, and I feel like me and Jamie met because he was trying to bag me, and we just
Always how it is.
But like
The
we just
nigga's not
developed like
really a
this
friend.
crazy friendship, and I mean like Jamie be trying to hook me up with his friends. I've tried to hook him up with my friends. Like we talk about our relationships. Like James, he'll be like, "Yo, Ty, like what you doing? I'm in the Bronx. Like get dressed, we out." Like that's really like that's like my big brother homie. But James type of person, like if I'm in a situation, I can be like, "Yo, Jay, cash at me a couple." Like he'll do it with no problem. And Thomas is like that too. Like, but these are like guys I've never had any type of nothing with, like strictly platonic.
I want you to conduct the experiment. I want you to ask these. I don't even want you to ask them. I want you to flirt with niggas. Flirt with them two niggas.
Wait a minute.
And see how the fuck.
Wait a minute. I could do it right now. How much time we got?
That
We don't have time at all. We
No, I
actually
was
done.
gonna call him right now and be like, "Yo," like,
actually
and ask
done.
them. Like, I was really gonna call him right now and be like,
done.
"Yo, if I
No,
wanted
you
to fuck
can't
with
ask that. You gotta be there in their face and flirt with them and see if niggas won't fucking take it to the next
First of
level.
all, if I call Thomas and I'll be like, "Thomas,
That
I'm
nigga will be
horny.
like,
Would
"What the fuck are you doing?"
No, Thomas would be like, "Ill." Like he'll be like, "Ill." Like I'm dead serious. That nigga would dead look at me and be like, he would be like, "Ill." Like.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, that wraps up our show. I would like to give a shout out to our guest, Riley Rittens. Thank you for pulling up to the show, my brother.
This is fun.
Anything you want to plug on the way out?
Plug you, plug
Aside from doing OnlyFans reviews, I also do rapidy rapper shit. Riley Rittens, RileywRittens. I recently put out the project called The 12. It's available on all streaming platforms, but if you really want to support, it's like $12 on Bandcamp, so do that. OnlyFans reviews every Saturday actually. And I also have my own podcast, Riley Randoms. That's every Monday too. I'm still improving as I go along, so bear with me. But thank y'all for having me. I always enjoy doing podcast shows. These are fucking fun.
Yeah, you're very, very good at it, bro. Keep up the good work and keep helping us save money, man. You know what I'm saying? Sex work is important. If you haven't heard. Y'all know the vibes. We make sure y'all follow Humbly Arrogant on all platforms. Exactly how it's spelled. Actually, no, on Instagram, it's Humbly Arrogant Show. Support the merch. We got merch. Summer's coming. We got all flavors of the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So cop out. All proceeds go directly back into the podcast because, you know, when we shooting videos and shit, actually, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I should have an Instagram by our next show. We're gonna work on that.
She said that the last 2 episodes, but
we are working on it today as a unit.
Okay. No Instagram time.
Nothing by yourself, man.
And like I said, she's the unofficial third member of the show. When she has time, she'll pull up. You can follow me everywhere. ROC, the letter B, Wylin, WYLIN. Follow me on TikTok as I trying to, increase my followers and, for funny comedy videos and shit like that.
You can follow me everywhere at the Rebel RHOME. That's the Rebel Rome, Twitter, Instagram. I think I'm gonna play around with TikTok. I still can't figure that shit out. I'm old.
I know it took me a while.
It's not our era, kid. This is not
I'm 33, bro.
I'll be looking at that shit like this shit crazy.
Yeah, that shit was wild, bro.
I'm trying to get the dance.
TikTok banned me, so I'm just low at this
For
point.
OnlyFans reviews?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You know what, they don't play that shit. They really PG on that motherfucker.
Like, if they see so much as what they assume is a titty, off with your head.
Yeah. I cursed and they blocked me like from making sounds and shit.
Yeah.
We may be the villains in your story, but we're the heroes in ours. Humbly Arrogant. We out.
Yes, sir.